Hey, Jessica. So, we've got recruiting as a pretty hot topic, and it is a tough market right now. So, for employers, what are some tips that you have to get their job ads to gain some more traction and really create candidate flow?
Well, Chris, most employers are now having to revamp their job ads to be able to compete with other employers and stand out from the crowd. And there are three important pieces to revamping your ad: research, format, and refreshing. So, as far as research goes, go in, do a job search on a job board like Indeed, and act like a candidate. Put in the keywords, the job title, and see what comes up. See what other employers are posting, how they're formatting their ads, what stands out to you, and what doesn't. That will help you know what other employers are posting and also give you an idea of what's a good and a bad ad. The second piece to revamping your ad is the format. First of all, you want a thoughtful ad that not only highlights the role, but also your organization. Also, it should effectively inform and screen the candidate. Other pieces of the format are making it candidate focused. Think about what's in it for them. They're the consumer, not you. Third, remember to continue highlighting the role, your organization, and sell and market that to the candidate. Sizzle. We always talk about Sizzle. You want to find Sizzle, lead with Sizzle, and focus on Sizzle in your job ads. And don't forget to include videos, pictures, or testimonials to make a personal connection with the candidate. Lastly, unfortunately, with all the employer competition out there in the demand for talent, we're now finding that we have to pay for our ads on the job boards. So that means sponsoring your ads on Indeed so that candidates will see them at the top of the list and not the bottom. When there are 300 job postings, that can really make a difference. As for the third piece of revamping your job ad, refresh. That means going in weekly, every other week, and just closing out the old ad and reposting it again so that it moves up to the top. Maybe not the top, but at least it's not at the bottom.
All right, Jessica. So, obviously, revamping a job ad is key for what you just covered on the three tips, but that's not all. So, what are the next steps to really making an appealing job ad for candidates?
So, Chris, it's really important that we stick to a different format for our job ads. So, typically, we have a job description that starts with the summary of the role, duties and responsibilities, and the requirements, what we expect from the candidate or employee. With the revamped job ad and the attractive job ad, we flip that. And we start with a compelling job title with Sizzle. Then we highlight the company and the role. Next, what's in it for them? So keeping it candidate focused. And then lastly, we list a few job essentials so they understand what's expected, we inform them, and we add a layer of screening.
So we know the three key components for revamping a job ad are all important. However, getting that format right can be a little bit tricky. So what tips do you have that can help employers kind of figure this out on the fly and really generate that marketing of their jobs?
So, Chris, to give our employers an example of a revamped ad and the difference it makes, we've posted the typical job description or not well thought out, not very candidate focused ad that so many employers put on the job boards today, and the revamped on the right side. To give our employers an example of the old way of job posting and what many of us are still doing versus the revamped job ad, we've got a side by side here, and I'll just point out a few things. First of all, remember Sizzle. Start with Sizzle. Put it in your job title. This is the exact same job, same employer, but the old way doesn't list the Sizzle. It's not candidate focused, and it's not thoughtful, and it doesn't stand out. Secondly, look at the company highlights. You've got award-winning, worldwide manufacturer, continues to grow. All of those things are exciting to candidates. And it also tells them what's in it for them. Also, use numbers to attract and engage candidates. Give them a clear idea of your organization that's factual. 3 days of work, 36 hours of work, 40 hours of pay. For stability, never a layoff, and 10% growth the last 5 years. All of those are much more important and stand out to a candidate than if you just say we are a successful company or a growing company. Numbers speak volumes. And last, put the essentials and what's required from the candidate at the bottom. If you look at the job ad on the left, it's in the reverse order and only explaining what the company expects from the candidate. It's not candidate focused and it's not thoughtful and it doesn't stand out. So you can see that putting just a little more thought into your ads, making them candidate focused and using Sizzle can really go a long way.
Hi, folks. Thanks for joining us today. We hope you're able to take a little bit of information away about how important revamping your job ads is. Stay tuned. In the next few weeks, we have additional videos coming around applicant tracking systems and the application process that candidates experience. If you would like to reach me directly, my information is coming up on the next slide. Thanks. Have a great day.